A recently released Gallup survey on firearms ownership and trends in the United States shows some very interesting data. According to a Gallup poll, which has been tracking firearms ownership and opinions on firearms ownership for a number of years, support for a ban on handgun ownership went from about 60% down to about 25% in the last 50 years. This is staggering. It shows that over the last half century, there has been increasing support for the right of law-abiding citizens to keep and bear arms, and a decrease in support for ideas and promotions of ideas which support a restriction on this right of law-abiding American citizens. A more recent analysis of opinions on semi-automatic firearms, or as they are known euphemistically, assault weapons, shows that support for a ban on these firearms has decreased, and support for opposition to the ban has decreased. Now, what these two data indicate to me is the trend. It shows that the trend is in favor of the ability of citizens to own firearms and to keep firearms and to use them. And it is against the support of those who oppose the right of firearms ownership. Now, what this means politically is that the gun grabbers and political and media and academic supporters of restrictions on law-abiding Americans to keep and bear arms are on the dustbin of history. They're on the wrong side of history. Now, it is true we have some prominent politicians who still support restrictive gun control measures. These are politicians like Governor Brown in California, Mayor Bloomberg of New York City, and a few Senate whack jobs like Schumer of New York, Lautenberg of New Jersey, Feinstein of California, Durbin of Illinois, and others who continually harangue the public about the need for more and more restrictions on private acquisition, possession, and use of firearms. But these people are just plain out of it. They haven't gotten the message. They remind me a little bit of the Japanese soldiers at the end of World War II who had not gotten the word that the war was over. American soldiers found these people years, sometimes decades after the war was over. People like Feinstein and Schumer and Lautenberg and Bloomberg and Durbin and Brown are like these troops. They haven't gotten the message. History is passing them by. Americans support the right to keep and bear arms. They support the right to keep and bear arms to defend themselves and their families. They support the right to keep and bear arms to defend life itself. There is no question whatsoever but that the future is ours. That is, the future belongs to those of us who believe in the right to keep and bear arms. It has been a long fight, but we're on the verge of winning this fight. And we're on the verge of seeing the gun grabbers cast into the dustbin of history where they belong.